That is wild. Take it away.
Thanks so much, Doug. Yeah, we're working on the duo name, and I brought some props because I thought we were gonna need some Jet today.
Yeah.
Just
boom.
That's the only Blade Storm you're gonna be
Storm,
seeing today.
But not refreshed. Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
I didn't hit anything. But this is a rematch from yesterday, one of the most intense ones.
Yes.
Where FLYxLEV won in overtime. And I feel like FLYxLEV has been flying under everyone's radar. Because everyone though, G2 and C9SR, but FLYxLEV, they take some good wins.
It's been crazy. Dodonut's going ham out there. Even we heard Oxy saying it. Sonder, Com, everybody's been playing well, especially Tex out there. Got a little Tortuga on the screen and bring out the turtle as always on the split. Thank you, observers. But yeah, we're about to get into this best of three, second win of the day to see who'd be moving on.
And I heard there's a Sonder fan club in the house. But where's the Lace fan club? She's coming from the UCI collegiate team to come in, and she subbed in for GCC for that one match, and she is not feeling the pressure at all.
No.
She's here. She's always a positive spirit for FLYxLEV. They'll lead this offense with her flashes. See how much of this util G2 can eat. There is the two flashes and the double swing on a G2 as Tex teleports out. Sonder exchanges. FLYxLEV have to fight tooth and nail just for this site. It's Amy above and beyond. Couldn't get down the rope as FLYxLEV take the pistol.
Yikes, some big shots coming in there. We saw Tex hitting a lot of the chamber headhunters and FlyQuest able to just gather up the last few kills. Seeing the chamber come out as well, he had some good ISO play yesterday where he was able to just get people in those 1v1s. So we'll see if he stays aggressive on the chamber, keeps those shots coming. Nice aggression as they head into sight, but 3 swing on that right side to defend. Yeah. Wasn't going to be enough with Tex coming through. All right, so Dodonut's on 2. Guardians there already, starting to build up the ult. And it looks like they'll leave the spike down here for second round to absorb this bit of early pressure.
And safe pressure too, like FLYxLEV isn't going for these wide swings off that flash, and G2 have 4 people walking up, and that's kind of the stack you need to do with pistols. FLYxLEV though, they take control of the perimeter. They have a 3-2 split, and it's this you're already in position for FLYxLEV, and if anything, you can see Com going on a flank. So G2 with mid, gonna pivot towards A, maybe hearing some shots from Tex earlier on, gets G2's attention. They're rotating all over the place, but now they know they have to re-clear through B. The plant is going through, and it's Jonah P that has to enter through the back to shut down the Com flank, and that's a good start. We're left with a 3v3.
Excusez-moi.
There's another one from Tex. Yeah, excusez-moi. And Chambers, you know, coming back a little bit here and there. Chambers not going to hit the shot. It's got to be about the flare. So if you're not hitting shots, Chambers not on either. What is this last double swing out? Dodonut gets one on Jonah P. And Mimi's going to try to clean up 2 and defuse.
Okay, you know the raze is back sight. Mimi's going to try and isolate this duel and not worry about Heaven too much. And that's a tough one against the Guardian. FLYxLEV with anti-eco.
So another B strat, only kind of tempting mid a little bit to see what G2 would be doing defensive-wise around the map. Not that it mattered much for a full save, but still trying to get a read on what that pressure might be for rounds to come. Nice retaliation there, nade kill and whatnot, but Tex was set up for a quick circus shot as they ran across the doorway.
Oh my god, nice round, babe!
Damn.
That's a C9S. Is that the C9SR impression? I love it. Sonder has to be one of my favorite personnel. She actually jump scared me in the makeup room, and I'll tell that story later. I'm hoping she tries to be scary in the game this time. We have 2-2 confrontation at B main, but also needing to keep track of mid as Leaf sits and vents with the Vandal. And Tex kind of heard from the desk he wants to draw out that util, take an early duel. Looking for just that against Trent, who spots now 2 HP for Trent.
Headshot. Trent on the race too. We haven't mentioned much of it, but we'll have to see if we can bring in the power. Trying to retaliate with that low health, but Sight's already getting swarmed here. Dodonut opens it up.
It's another B hit for FLYxLEV. It ain't broke, don't fix it. And Com gets the pressure back Sight now with the help of Dodonut. They're gonna take all the space they can. Now that backside cleared, all thanks to Com. A lot of good real estate in FLYxLEV's favor. Smoke's in place. The only concern left is mid. And right below is Calm and gets spotted out from Leave. It's not over yet. Here's the flash in. The drop from G2. Jonah P is firing on all cylinders and bit of a choke from FLYxLEV. Lace in a 1v3. This round should have been secure for FLYxLEV.
Who are they going to give it to? Yeah, over to Trent. If G2 do grab around, I was wondering, Lemon, is it really going to repeat itself that much that Fly will take off? We're going to get this 9-3, 10-2 first half, and G2 come back? No, they start early. Way earlier this time. Round 3, they finally get a bonus for themselves here to change things up from what they were suffering yesterday. See G2 on the board here to try and make a mark quick. Nice shots. Good teamwork on that drop in too. Just be behind each other. I mean, they're getting swarmed in the site as they have the same ability to do back in.
Nice, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, great push from mid from Trent and Jonah, and FLYxLEV just need to win the easy rounds as G2 stay in their shadow. They'll try to hold on to B main. Amy with the slow. This is gonna get that raise in, even with that jump peek. Knows she made contact with someone. As FLYxLEV hope for that re-peek, but G2 aren't gonna give it to them yet.
Just cleared over towards A, so G2 actually has pretty good info that no one's at least pushed up far enough to make an impact. So you see the rotation out from Jonah P back towards screens. And this timing is pretty decent for what Fly want to fake. Since that spike still sits at B, they should be able to run it back here. Oh, so now they're making noise across the map. This could be a tough one to actually execute.
That wall confirms there's still some action at B. And you still got the attention of G2. There's 3 on the right side of the map, so it's Mimi and Amy.
Right.
Mamie.
Look how they can slow it down.
Yeah. Mimi's gonna play as safe as she can, hoping for rotates and the teleport in, and an absolute wall metaphorically created by G2. And even despite being at a number disadvantage, G2 just win their duels.
Yeah, a great identification the whole time. And the wall going up there from Amy, shot right away, meant that any noise towards A was equalized by that noise towards B. No rotations out of G2, and they just slowed that entry to B to get back get into position. Nicely done. It looked like such a calm round for them. They were swinging back and forth on that B entry, but never really pressured here as you see them standing tall.
Okay, they did your clone thing.
Yeah, they gotta really watch out for the Yoru clone because it's been the same site for FLYxLEV, but in different approaches, with different paces. Not exploding in anymore, keeping that sentinel on the left side. FLYxLEV identifying that, trying to see what they get from here on out as Calm shut down by the showstopper over at A.
Spike's still down. They are deep onto enemy lines right now, trying to pick up weapons before anything else happens, and they are dropping left and right.
It's really solid angle holding by G2, awaiting for FLYxLEV at every moment, and these are stronger and stronger rounds with a resurrect into the next round for G2.
Very true.
It's a streak for them too.
Yeah, being able to bring someone back means that Trent can get a little freaky on this next one if he wants to go hard. They can protect the body, then pick him back up and go for a second hit. Here was already one. Got the tail of Calm on that fake. And yeah, really great teamwork as they exit out to mid. So I think G2 have... Let's hear him again.
Good job, Jonah.
It's just the cackle. Just they're in it now. They know they can start to be evil with some of these plays. And we're going to get a pause out of FLYxLEV here. As I was just saying, G2, they were not in the market of going fast right out of the gate rounds yesterday, off the rip. And here it seems like they're more comfortable with pursuing that and really putting the pressure on their opponents right away.
FLYxLEV have tried to go for the default. They can't get Calm activated on those solo routes. They can't explode into B no more. And Amy is switching her position on the defensive sentinel from walling off B garage to now walling off A and kind of faking it and leaving a chance for Trent to go for a showstopper satchel play. That was really cool. You could tell that G2 are having a lot of fun. They're always giggling. And they got 3 ults coming into the next one, including Seekers from Jonah P. That's the one I'm looking forward to.
And that's almost like Fly has to come out of this round with aggression right off the bat. If they run the clock down on this, you're just going to see Jonah P Seekers at some point like you called out, and then they know the map again. which is what won them just the previous few rounds. So I expect a bit quick over round here by Fly to activate that defensive pressure from G2, get them scared, get them to Seekers, and then Lev hits where they want. And see if it works. Easier said than done. They are spread out across the map with the spike down, so it should be oh no.
What happened there?
Whoopsies. Definitely forgetting about that angle, I guess. And they're now going to clear towards A. So mid isn't watched during all of this. That could be the crux here.
And the dog for Jonah P gives Trent the confidence to want to continue taking duels, especially in a 5v4 where G2 have a great start to this round. The FLYLEV have mid control, and they want to coordinate that pinch with Sonder. Cosmic Divide's going to seal in this fight, and it's just a 2 from G2. Showstopper in. Trades favoring FLYLEV. Seekers on their way is going to hit FLYLEV from behind. They should have time to get a plant, and they're securing that back door, shooting down the Seekers as they come in. G2 taking multiple angles. Satchel's ready for Trent. He's not going to be able to use it. Calm is a menace. And Sonder gets the last 2K. Post timeout, FLYLEV have figured it out.
Sonder in time after the timeout in sight. Great work by the team of Fly here. They get more pace. It wasn't fast, it wasn't slow, but they were continuously pressing W, and a 4v5 conversion here with the help of Sonder's ultimate, or the Dodona ult as they get in, and the rest of the follow-up here by who else? FLYCOM as well in the situation. And to get that spike down. Jovi is pumped after that timeout. And you mentioned it yesterday, Lemon. After the FLYLEV timeouts and the Jovi chats, they've been getting the round back.
And I was a big fan of Calm yesterday, playing the Yoru on Haven. He was setting up the team like they were just going on adventures. We called it adventure time, not Sonder time. It was adventure time. They were just throwing all kinds of shenanigans around and executing it perfectly. It was so much aggression on Haven. And they're trying to dial things back on a map, of course, like Split. And they've been able to trade blow for blow, but just being able to execute quickly on the site to seal in using that Sonder Cosmic Divide to take the fights early and quick before rotations from G2 come in has been the secret ingredient for FLYLEV's success.
We have the tech pause for Gears. You see Calm sit back, relax as we get his audio sorted out and get right back into the matchup. Lev bring it 3-3 here. And I think we've seen just about everything except for a full-on A hit or mid to A. So A has been quite neglected here. It's something G2 is going to start taking notice of. I think we might start seeing a little bit different setup from them too.
And with Lace's Seekers coming up, they're going to get immediate info of what is the weakest site. And hopefully you've picked, it's a coin flip. And they're hoping not to encounter someone like Amy and also Leaf on this Viper, kind of like a pseudo Sentinel. You just don't want any delays. You want to be able to follow up these Seekers and kind of use them as bait. So hopefully they choose their next site well, because it's been hard to really track G2. They've been really adapting and changing things up well of where they're setting up their Sentinels and their defenses.
So we've seen Amy be at A with the wall, late wall towards B. Having that Sage X is really the only thing I think that Fly really need to be worried about at the get-go. They can dodge that. They really have nothing else hindering them getting into sight. Yeah, you walk through maybe a flash or a Trailblazer you can shoot or some Viper stuff, but otherwise nothing's grabbing you like a trap, right? So they can identify where Amy is. I think FlyQuest would be much better off just in the round on that advantage, and then furthermore, but Amy has been tucking back and hiding, if not walling right away. It looks like they might try to wall right away, as we see on our screen there. Hovered towards A as we're fixing up the tech pause, still getting comms audio sorted out. Thank you for your patience. But yeah, the best of the first of 3 here in our second match of the day. We have Split, Pearl, and then Sunset. So actually cool, we get to see Pearl again. Oh, haven't had the Split, so I'm excited to get the rest of this one.
Even Pearl from FLYLEV's pick, they lost that to a C9 SR, but in overtime. And you heard it in the back rooms, like they felt like they should have won that. And that was FLYLEV's only loss, was to the team waiting in the grand final. So FLYLEV definitely deserve a lot more respect. And you heard from Vic in the interview that, with Demon 1 not in the lineup, he's favoring G2. And so far, this has been a very tight race to that grand final.
Hey, I'm still believing. I had Lev on prediction. You know, as we saw that come in, I was like, "Ooh, do I waver?" No, Lev. Let's see. I think Lace can bring it home and help the team as she slots in on this squad. Ultimates on that side, like you said, Seekers. Dimensional Drift is also there, so Calm can do a little bit of seeking to see what's going on in the defensive side
I see
of
what
things.
you did there.
Yeah, yeah.
You got 2 Seekers. Because Calm's trying to go on these flanks, and as long as he doesn't get shut down as the barriers come down, you gotta be scared for G2. You gotta have Calm marked as much as possible, because he's also going for fakes. As soon as Mimi's even gonna go for this fight, Sonder is down. Let's see how they handle this.
Close ropes.
I can respect mid here.
There's a TP right next to me.
It's fine. Just jiggle B main.
He's fighting.
I'm one up
TP
behind
back main.
80.
Back main.
He TP'd main.
Yeah.
He TP'd like sewer. You guys can retake A. He has to re-walk up.
I can
Wall
rest.
down.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Do you have
that's
wall?
just
Do you have
it.
wall?
I'm only
Wall?
mid.
Yeah, I do.
I think they're gonna B pop or some shit. They could be ropes
Yeah,
like
careful
behind you
B-pop.
guys. I think. They don't have
Amy,
smoke.
just watch
this
your ropes
is
now.
I dropped off a
Ooh, I
raptor.
like
They could be
that.
walking up.
It's just
Holding
side
heaven.
here. Back
Careful B hit now.
Back up one. Back up one. Back up one.
You guys giving it?
Yeah,
Sky ulted from
Okay.
deep mid. Let's
Let's-
hold the cross safe. No
Let's
smoke. Wait,
retake
B main.
heaven with my dog.
Satchel up B.
Out, outside.
Hold your bucks.
I'm dogging heaven.
I'm following.
Default.
Go straight.
Your raise.
Flaring male.
Go fencing open.
Holding.
Can we kind of go
I'll
fast,
see.
guys?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah,
I can nade sight. Like
Yeah,
made
yeah.
whenever. Ready?
Okay. I'm
3,
flashing towards
2,
pillar.
1.
Go.
Satching out.
flashing.
Hell clear. Under clear.
Backside maybe.
Blind.
Pillar.
Close. New box.
80 on
New
it.
box still.
Dead,
Backside
dead.
dead.
Nice.
Late.
Late.
Getting really top early.
He's hit 80. Nice. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice kill.
That's the read, by the way. They're just doing 1-3-1, and fucking the Sonder just walks into B
Don't
main on
even
time main.
stop that
She
shit, team,
just
right?
walked through the smoke.
Yeah.
She walked through your one way.
Yeah.
They have figured it out. The masterminds, the chaos creators, they are just going B off this strat. And you can see how much they're reading and how much they're right on the tail of these executions too.
Getting their numbers back up with the Rez and G2
Yeah.
want to match the pace, because like we said, the offensive Seekers really just propelled this offense right
Right,
into
you heard
B, and
that.
G2 wanted to not play scared in those moments. They shot down the Seekers early, so now they just need to fight through that chaos, and really good duels for G2, so they'll take the lead for now.
Who's next?
Dimensional drift towards A. Everybody backs up for the safe play. It is going to be lower by here for FLYxLEV.
Here.
A lot of
Quick
good
pokes.
info.
All that B again. They feel super comfortable being able to get in here, and the way that their utility works in post plan too. Being able to dump nades in, the way they may be able to put chamber traps. That is. And again, Calm flanking around mid with a bucket.
Oh, the dog
Comes
bit
back.
too, and there's the immediate follow-up from Mimi, and Jonah P with 2.
Whoa.
G2's execution, their retakes are so solid. FLYxLEV just had no
Yeah.
idea where Jonah P was, immediately dog, and you heard it in the comms from G2 earlier, playing as fast as possible. Good round for G2.
Yeah, right? It was like, do we go fast? Yes, we do. Here's my nade. Here's my util. Everything so quick right now on these protocols. And they're being crafted in the moment by G2. You can hear really all the voices too. Leaf is kind of putting out the base question, you know, the idea that you would execute on. Really hasn't been any changes to it, so it's right as rain for me right now. The G2 squad is making it work in these roles. There's another fake clone. They got to be ready for it now. It's not the first one. You heard Leaf talking about it earlier. All right, 5-3 here. Set up towards mid finally, so G2 try to get early map priority by just making it the extremities.
So we have 3 versus 1 on the left side of the map,
Yeah.
2 versus 2 on the right. It's an important opening for FLYxLEV, and there's a flash from Jonah P, and the finish from Amy. She'll be healed back up, and it's Mimi trying to stay safe, and just can't. And is at least trying to go 1 for 1, is not able to escape, and this time she's punished. And FLYxLEV bring it to a 3v3, and as Calm pushes deeper at the back of the map, G2 have adapted, and they're bringing numbers. Showstopper from Trent knocking at the front door. Dodo not playing a hide and seek, and she's been discovered. And Lace is left solo and can't handle that. 6-3 for G2.
What pushes through? Amy with an awesome follow-up and to kill Tex there as they were trading back towards A. Really nice teamwork. Dodonut in Calm with the gate crash and pressure into sight. That was super clean as well. This right here, yeah, just absolutely had him spun up in sight, and nowhere was the crosshair placement. Trent getting these ults out. He's like, I'm just going to walk it up. Fist bumps all around. They're feeling pretty good. G2's grabbing a lead. They really did not feel this vibe as much yesterday. They always had to fight for this. Now they have a little bit of cushion in these rounds. Let's see how crazy they get.
Yeah, Calm playing deep, that's starting to be figured out from G2. They're still going to go for it. They just take as much space as possible and catch G2. It's pretty back and forth. It's Calm sitting in vents, hoping to catch rotations as FLYxLEV start to make noise, dogging up B. And sometimes you've encountered Amy or Mimi in that B garage.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna rely on Mimi's smokes, now playing through mid, expecting the FLYxLEV mid push with a lower buy. And it's Seekers that confirm that info from Jonah P. And it's a deadly battle. The Sheriffs ring true. And FLYxLEV ready to explode into the side. Showstopper, Dodo Nut has to pick the corner. She wants to flush out well. And trades with Jonah P. Numbers for FLYxLEV, and they managed to pick up 2 Vandals. Plant, 2v2. Amy trying to prevent it. Trent around the corner, but on the flank too is Sonder. And gets Amy. Trent knows there's a crossfire starting to build. Scares him away. Early pressure. Trent with a headshot. Satchel out and what an adjustment!
Holy, what was that snap from Trent? Had the walk up towards the top side of catwalk, and then he just kind of brings the crosshair down, and the bounce gives him the kind of the movement, the distance to fake lace out for the swing. And I don't know how he found that shot, but that was incredible stuff to capitalize. 7-3, keeps a 4 or 3 round streak going, now 4. And yeah, G2 did quite a bit, or Fly did quite a bit to break through here.
But the fact that this round was this close of, what, a full buy versus a ton of Sheriffs. So FLYxLEV chose that route perfectly to go through mid and give themselves an easier time. And even though they were discovered by the Seekers, it was still FLYxLEV who had some really good shots. Now you got a teleport from Mimi as FLYxLEV wastes no time. The red carpet right to A and the Cosmic Divide to seal this in. FLYxLEV have had good success using the Sonder ult before, but G2's rotates were so quick. FLYxLEV weren't expecting this much sweat from the defense. But it's a 2v2. It is not over yet. Ramp controlled by Text. Oh, but Sonder removed from the site. Text won't be able to see this spike, so he's forced to drop in an unfavorable spot. Whew, 1 round left in the half.
Whatever G2 talked about yesterday to today and how they're cooperating, how they're executing off each other and using util to support is incredible. That's the first real A hit we've seen from FLYxLEV, and it looks like G2 has been defending that round after round. Super simple for them. The left, right, making sure the angles are there. The Cosmic Divide didn't matter because a lot of the focus was already in sight for them to be able to defend.
Yeah, Sonder had to go for a safe plant. Because we weren't really expecting to have to push ramps and was hoping that Tex could fall back to the site. Just FLYxLEV not getting a chance to get settled, to find their footing. For G2, they're matching their pace. FLYxLEV now with a 2-3 split, dogging up ramp. Be able to safely cross thanks to that smoke.
Oh, no one's gonna peek this just yet, but one of the rounds now, FLYxLEV is just holding on to that spike. They do want to go if they get a pick off of this. They seem to know it's going to require something special, and that one misses just over the shoulder. Tex actually takes a significant amount of damage. And there's a spike!
And Sonder's left behind, because I think maybe Tex was trying to reconnect with Lace to get heals, and this was a bit disjointed from FLYxLEV. The spike's in a bad spot. Mimi has smokes. Place it right in FLYxLEV's path.
The moment of patience, just taking your eye off the ball for a second. It seems like there's a few errors going around on both teams now. 8-3 for the final round. Can Fly make it 4 though? This one is tempered a bit, but the action's about to hit.
Oh, Amy with the double showstopper from Trent. Now it's a 3 versus 2, and FLYlEV still need to get the spike. 20 seconds left. No util from FLYlEV. This wall is just letting G2 spray through it. FLYlEV have to clear through the site, and G2 will let them have the spike, but they won't let them have the site. And Trent delivers 3 pivotal kills for a 9-3 half for G2.
I feel like the brains of G2, everybody working here to realize what was going on. We heard Leaf saying it a bunch of times. You know, Mimi was getting vocal in there. Jonah P offering that mid-rounding. And they were just able to dissect what FLYlEV were doing in the mid-round because they weren't doing much at the beginning. The spike was always dropped, and G2 had time to set up that big defense.
Just combining Lace with Donut at these early duels and Tax going for peaks, dude. This has been such an exciting game so far, but G2 will be leading it by 6 rounds. We'll see how this concludes after the break. Donut might be insane.
Yeah.
Do we even have that sound cue? I love what they did on the desk for that, and I love that she's gotten more and more comfortable on a global stage like this, but she's gonna need to turn up for FLYlEV in the biggest of ways, because G2, there's something special about Jonah P and Trent setting each other up, being aggressive, the way you can trust Mimi to play solo, for Amy to have these fantastic delays along with Leaf. But G2 are the ones that have to execute now that they're on the offense.
18-7 Trent vibing on the raze, and kind of a switch around for everybody here. Obviously they've played these roles, but not in a professional situation. Trent, easy classic to start on to Tex, make sure that headhunter isn't going to do too much damage on the round. And now it's a hit towards A, fast into the site.
Woo, flying high, come. Doing what he can, has to reload, and it's Donut, the savior from heaven that sends the enemy to heaven.
Might be
and
insane.
G2 are cut at the heel. They're gonna try and pressure these members in heaven, and Donut almost gets an ace that round.
Dodo's nuts, that's crazy. 4K to start us off as well, getting talked about there on social just because it's been that good throughout the series. We're only on the first map right now. This has been incredible. Dodo's trying to bring up that raze competition here versus Trent for game 1, and we're here for it. All right, second round, 2 outlaws out, so Fly is actually looking to keep this one set back, and they do not want to get rushed in by G2 here.
G2 gonna rush again. Even started with that first blood on Tex, and this time it's the outlaw from Calm, and an exchange as G2 want to get up close and personal. Trent could not close the gap. Mimi and Mimi making noise, and weren't able to pace up with Mimi's paranoia. FLYlEV holding Reap well, but taking a step back as Donut relies on the Guardian. G2 deep at the back of screens. Only have to worry about that high ground. And it's smoked off for now, so you've slowed down the potential retake and try to keep sights focused on what is open, which is the back of screens. You just saw the bird and the dog, and it's Jonah Pete down. And Mimi maybe thought they crossed at the back, and you thought there was a crossfire, thought they were set up for trades. A great retake from FLYlEV just flooding in.
3K from Mimi to take him down, but yes, FLYlEV flood back in. They keep a few of those priority weapons up. See what they trade into, if any. And it is 5-9 now here as they stave off one more round from G2. Going to the next one, this has been G2's streak going into second half. So if FlyQuest can keep this going, maybe they can deflate a little bit of that momentum that G2 is riding so high on right now. Good defuse. I think we saw that traded over as well. Dodonut is 2 off of ult as we come into this bonus round right now.
Yeah, just such a small window of opportunity, a small lapse where Mimi just looked away for a second.
Yeah.
And they got broken up, they got divided, and that was the window to engage for FLYLEV. Speaking of this defense, they got a split watching over mid with a dog. Little spot. Dodonut, at least with the Guardian and Vents, it's still something you want to respect, and with the smokes, G2 want to pressure back this Guardian. Now the sky's the limit on where they want to pivot to next. Now you hear the dog from the left side, so you know where that initiator is.
It's going slow. It's like they hear the dog, they want to hear something on the other side, right? It's kind of like you're investing a utility to hope to get a return, but it's very quiet. You're not getting that util back either, so the next one is mainly going to be a peek or you waste one of those flashes. G2 over towards A. Fly, they are holding it right for now. See if this distraction pulls them away.
And meanwhile, you have Tex that's been on the flame, clearing through spawn, clearing through heaven, and shoots Jonah P in the back, who was really just a distraction in mid, trying to get info of where everybody was, and G2 have set up camp on A. But it's still someone within the sight. Sonder with the bucket! And now has the ghost in the back pocket. Leaf and Mimi clutching up, and now it's just 1 versus 2.
Mimi?
And Mimi at 10 HP versus Lace with 8, and the sub goes big for FLYLEV.
Huge from Lace. She's like, all right, we got this. We're back. We're back. Okay, I'm feeling it. Just shaking it off a little bit. Feeling good. Getting that phantom shot in as well. You're right. The lurk behind showing you just how active that Fly is trying to be on the defensive side. Got one of the best Buckies in the game doing work right here. Popularized by the dog himself, Dogmo, and Lace to clean it up.
Nice! Good job, guys.
The nice counter as well is going up over the weekend. It's been drastically going up. A lot of nice going around here at Spotlight Series Americas. Sheriffs and a stinger for the side of G2 here, as they are going to just look to be the train on the tracks and be unstoppable as they hit B.
Need that back.
Ton of Sheriffs, Stinger, just trying to gather orbs. You really don't want to be taking a long-range B main duel against a potential Vandal. Maybe you'll leave one behind like Mimi. You could always teleport out with the ult, and FLYLEV with the dog, with Dodonut.
They read it. They read it like a book.
Send her to the asylum, man. Dodonut knows she has the better buy, knows she has the better shot, and she's going to rejoin the team as G2 take control of mid to wrap around FLYLEV, who have not just settled in Garage. FLYLEV are hunting for blood. We still have a showstopper, but FLYLEV are going to slow it down and wait for G2 to carve that space, but because it's G2 at the disadvantage.
Yep. Ooh, quick trade there. One up, one down. And now they're pinched. This is going to be tough for them to get out.
G2 are taking too long to get the ball rolling and to clear things because FLYLEV are not giving them anything. They cut all noise after that Dodonut exchange, and that gave time for FLYLEV's A rotations to come through vents and to shoot G2 in the back.
Gotta be quicker. It seems like G2 is okay sometimes with that slow play to see if it's working, and the other team just takes advantage. So, second, the record for most kills in a single map, 47. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Dodonut is insane, as we just saw.
Dodonut's insane.
Oh my god, yes, we got this out! I love
See,
you,
even
Oxy.
Oxy said it. It's gotta be true. It's gotta be true. It's funny, that interview in the beginning of the day, the players, they hate playing against Oxy, but it seems like Dodonut may take that reign here.
Let's listen what Saunders cooking.
Wait there, dog. Can we walk mid? Oh. Wait, dog in mid, dog in mid.
Nice. I have a TP towards A. I have a TP towards
Come back middle, come back middle.
Taking that back.
Okay. We'll just converge mid. I'll be B main guy.
Do it. Not I think it's reset B main.
Can you give Star for B?
Yeah, I got you. Can we flood with Raze?
Smoke. Coming B.
Flashing backside.
Vision.
Come back, let's pop.
Dead.
Come backside.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, omen. Can we fight? sure.
Fight the
Heaven.
backside guy. Nice.
Might have heard one heaven.
Maybe.
Might be fake. Can you heal me? Heal me.
I just TP. I'm towards A. I'm towards A. I'm out.
Just get straight there. Yeah, we walk spawn together. Walk spawn together.
Heard. Upstairs, I'm gonna hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good with retake.
Maybe we just spawn. Just spawn.
Yep, heard. I'm gonna step behind you. Dinah. Wait.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. Nothing.
Yeah.
Someone has spawn, yeah? I raise full AFK.
Yeah, let's just sit up.
Yeah, every left,
down to
every
spawn.
left.
I have a heaven.
Alright.
30 seconds left.
I see timing. I have 2 stars for retake.
Heard. I have a nade, Satchel. Yeah, planning B. Planning B.
Yeah.
Wait for Corbin. Yeah, we hold. They're gonna push.
They
There,
have
yeah,
anywhere.
perfect.
Wanna just go out spawn and mull like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, they use one slow. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. I'm actually down for that.
Yeah, I was due.
Alright.
I'm gonna peek heaven, okay? 3.
We should start
2.
running soon.
Yeah, we should. You can bait me.
What?
Come.
Here.
Come here.
Yeah.
I have star for a pass.
Nice.
I'm flashing.
Stunning pot.
I'm jumping. Flash out. 3, 2.
Close right.
Nice, guys. Go, Karn. Let's go. You're heating up, bro. Let's go, bro. You're cold.
Nice
You're actually
round.
cold.
Let me get that.
Let me get that. Let's go, guys. Beautiful.
My armor.
Yo, deadass, I'm buying a judge every round. I don't
Nah, you
care.
are deadly, bro.
The girlies are having so much fun.
Amazing
And then Calm's
stuff.
like, let me get the defuse though.
Yeah. But give me. Okay. Did you realize how much lace was calming in that?
Yeah.
Like absolute info, left and right. All right, I'm gonna jump. Waste me. I'm gonna go. Just use me for whatever. That is so selfless. What awesome play.
A little dance? Okay.
A little dance from Jovi.
It's happening. FLYlEV have not given up, and Lace has been such a great substitute for FlyQuest, like so many times for like subbing in for Sonder or just anyone on these, and knowing how to role change because she's usually a breach solo player, has to be playing Skye, and she knows she has to communicate this info that she's getting with the dog. And it's the peak from Tex with the op that puts fear in the eyes of G2, and that'll scare them off of B.
Spikes down. This Trailblazer towards mid might get a peek out for FLYlEV, so they're going to feel comfortable to rotate off and set up a little bit stronger defense and anchoring the sites. That'll help too. Texas bringing out the op. He also has the tour de force as well when he doesn't have the op, so just economy for them is great right now after these rounds being put together. Real spread out across the map. What kind of damage can G2 do now behind enemy lines?
Double confirmation that op is left side of the map. But this gives so much freedom for G2. Now with Heaven control after pushing through ramps, great opening pick from Leaf. They can get him in a post-plant position with the pit. That could be everything for G2 to rally, hope and go, but it's Lace that got a chance to get into screens.
30 seconds left.
It is traded out. And now the op has time to get back to the high ground because G2 have given that up because there's only 2 left. One with the Sheriff. They got to play close. They got to play for trades. And if they can pull off this spike plant, that could be big. And it's Leaf with the pit after the plant.
So good against the op here.
FLYlEV, they're going to maybe try and spam through it, but the pit is also in that back hallway, so G2 ring around the rosy. You heard the drop from the high ground with the judge. That's going to hurt. Anytime they choose to pop out, and it's Tex that decays down to 4 to look for something.
Last player standing.
And Trent is on the hunt with the judge, and it's just Tex that has to drop the op. A thrifty from G2 to get back on their feet.
Absolutely needed. And we've kind of been harping on them. Oh, the slow rounds aren't working. Fly's able to get under your skin. It's not going to happen. No, they finally find out the way that it works. It definitely goes to the last drop there with who is alive and how it's happening. But they get it towards A. It's a bit of a fight, and I feel like they're understanding what ground they can take a little bit more.
We needed that, bro. Let's go.
A very big round, especially a thrifty to get them going here. They didn't just have to wait for a gun round to come back up. Still fighting against FLYlEV's weapons here.
It was all thanks to that pit though from Leaf. That was such a boon, and Tex has got to teleport earlier because he's been caught sometimes from G2. Now, thanks to the paint shells, G2 getting really aggressive. And Jonah P needs to live because the flashes are so pivotal. Of course, you have a paranoia from Mimi, and that's the one with the spike.
Tour de force still up there. Dimensional drift. They're gonna use it. Whoop. Go figure out what's happening. You have one. You expect to see the Viper, but seeing everybody else behind is really the key here. So now Com's going to be able to set himself back up. Oh, he's using a weird... Oh, that's such a cool way. He stood by Amy so they could shoot at his body, and now they're in for the kill.
And FLYLEV are a little bit late on these rotations, but Seekers, Birds, all types of util for FLYLEV on this retake. Numbers are not favoring them. G2 playing together. Quick shift from Mimi. Takes care of the high ground. Lace on her lonesome. The important silver lining is they haven't planted yet.
Spike planted.
But just where they are, it's tough for Lace to get vision. G2 up to 11.
And they are up to snuff today. Not falling behind here. They were playing from behind 9 rounds, 10 rounds yesterday, and they have been able to keep control. This is definitely a different G2 and a lot more confidence here behind each other and in these duels that they have to clutch the rounds. Trent's been popping off on raze too, so big props to him bringing out the duelist on this map. Just crested 20 at 23.
This guy just Yorlted, there's nobody there on A.
I mean, he still got a kill. He still killed Amy. Come on now. I'll give a little credit there. It was cheeky. It was cheeky. 11 to 8 though. They still need to do more. Leaf can talk it right now. They are up by 3.
Lace has no flash. It's just the dog. So FLYLEV just gonna wait things out. Clone up to see who would shoot from G2. Dog being used over at ramps.
No take on the fakes. Leaf is very patient right now. He hears a lot, but I don't think it's only to relay what's going on to Mimi and Jonah on the other side of the map so they can get this mid game going. 1 minute left. Looks like Tex is kind of in a one and done here if he can't get out of this situation.
Tex open the crossfire. Oh man. G2 with high ground, Cosmic
Big res.
divide.
There.
Where are they going? Still heaven? This is the first time they're using ropes? I don't think we've seen any rope plays this game.
The res. I was like, what am I hearing?
But, the Viper wall and here in the res? Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. But G2 kind of stuck in the middle of the map, and as they take control to perimeter, the FLYLEV just tripping them up. G2 will get a safe plan on the left side, but Trent holds it down, shuts down the attempt at a flank. Now, looking forward, stepping forward. It's Trent and Jonah P being proactive, coming down the staircase. It's a lot for FLYLEV to clear, and it's just Lace, and it's just the shorty. G2 match point.
Trent with a little fake out as he bunny hops away, but walks a few steps back just to close that distance Lace thought was safe. Nicely played, getting in the mind of your opponent here. G2 with some really nice trades. I think something they had yesterday that we saw was in clutch situations, they would have duos that worked great together, right? Mimi and Amy winning 2v5s on Haven and the likes. Now...
That's my king right there, bro. That was good.
Now, it seems like they're getting the trades that they want. As a teammate falls, somebody's there to back them up, which is one of the things they were missing yesterday, which is why they had to try and win so many 2v5s or rounds from behind. Here, the teamwork is there, and they're flowing to start off this day at best of 3s.
FLYLEV take a timeout.
Yeah.
It is a best of 3, but it is do or die for split. And this is G2's map pick, and Donut's 1 away from the showstopper. They're gonna have a lighter buy. I see some Stingers, some Bulldogs, 2 Vandals. So it's about what kind of early play can you do with Donut? Can you kind of mimic what Trent and Jonah P are doing with dogging up with Lace and setting up Donut off that info, or can FLYLEV strike early and strike hard at G2?
Heart, your best friend. What's the other one? Oh, it's covered by the score. Dang it.
That's what's most important.
All right, we are back in. Possible game point. G2 taking split to bring us right to Pearl, or can it be held off? Will Fly keep themselves alive? It'll be a big round here, round from behind on their purchase. Looks like they will actually set up to get aggressive here, support a little bit of a peek from Tex on mid. See if they can get a kill first to start off.
So 1-3-1 from FLYLEV. Already pings as G2 set themselves up for A, but the spike has been left towards the left side, so G2 trying to fake. FLYlev clearing through ramp, he's not gonna see anything. It'll give them, FLYlev, a sense of security on that side.
Wow, quite a bit used. Was that blocked just by the wall? I think Leaf was able to dodge out on that guiding light, so they didn't get info from Jonah P. I'm sorry, from Lace on that. They are trying to move Tex around to get that first peek, though. You saw him in mid, now he's at A, had Trailblazer assistance. And look at the breadcrumbs they're leaving. Amy up in mid, this could get pretty weird for G2 if they have the good flank timing.
Yeah, with mid control, if Leaf gets an engagement, he could pull them towards the right side, and that is not good. The spike is dropped in garage. And FLYlev, an important 2v2-1 to salvage this round, to salvage this map, but they'll have to play flawless from here on out. But G2 with that mid control, they wrapped into B. They could come from behind in garage. And FLYlev, knowing nothing's coming from spawn, the attacker spawn, they look back, paranoia from Mimi, she's solo and she gets hit from mid, from a reclear from Lace. 12 seconds left, this round's
10
cooked.
seconds left.
I think Lace has been doing a fantastic job as well, having to insert into a team mid-competition of playing her life so well, understanding what's going to make it really difficult for G2 to capitalize on a quick advantage, and Lace kind of strings them along, puts the carrot on a stick and backs up a little bit more, and G2 are almost giving up on those instances. We saw it just before when Trent and Lace were messing around up there on B Heaven. But yeah, really cool insert, great sub to be coming in here and definitely doing big things, especially with Calm at the beginning of the round to make sure it works.
And you didn't even need to use a showstopper from Dodonut. And this was a lighter buy with some Bulldogs, and now a judge from Dodonut set up in mid. You're just relying on info from kind of a vanilla peek from Calm.
Yeah.
Not seeing much. Or the dog piece, so you know Jonah piece at least through the left side will have one flash. You have one paranoia for G2. You have Leaf inserted on the right side, who's not had Tex peek him aggressively. Tex has been playing a lot safer, and speaking of safe, Calm is alive and well at 88 HP. Paint shells, G2 are a little paranoid with who could be coming out of vents now that that's not smoked off anymore, and G2 don't want to be caught in a crossfire. An important round for G2 to win, and Dodo with the judge.
Basically stealing the ultimate back, now Dodo has one.
She hasn't even used the showstopper yet, yeah. Spike planted at A. Smokes in screens. G2 have Heaven open, and there's ramps. There's a flank from FLYlev. Donut with the showstopper and conserves her life with a little bit of a jump back she got from the ult. G2 have to hold it down and spawn, and everyone's covering their corner. Everyone has to win their duels in the post play, and it's not working, and it's just Leaf within the site. And it's FLYlev buying these rounds up.
Was this recent FLYlev timeout too here that Jovi was calling? Crazy stuff FlyQuest able to recoup on. Get themselves moving. 12 to 10. A lot of these games we've had, Lemon, are going the distance, and we might get the OT on this one. Dimensional Drift is there for Comp. You do have the Cosmic Divide from Sandra to come up on this round. Last time we saw that, usually as well, you take it towards A because it's easy to use.
One pump Trent rocketing.
He's like, bye, Trent. See you, bye. 27 and 17 Dodo Nut, 27 and 16 Trent. The razes are off to the races on this one. Let's see what we have for round 23 and who can start to max out that score line. A low buy for G2 here as they're trying to just get one more point.
Oh, the Yoru was seen in vents but teleported back to Heaven on B side, so G2 think he maybe fell back to A. And no one is sent through A main, so G2 haven't found anyone despite that dog info. Dimensional Drift from Calm. Assess out where this offense is.
Oh boy.
The 2 push.
They're like, oh no, no.
And with Donut stepping up in A, FLYlev no. that G2 have very little map control to work with, just the center. As G2 shift to their left.
Oh, sticky spot now for Tex. How's he gonna get out of this one? This is tough. Rendezvous is out. He's just gotta make the shots count.
And Tom can at least spawn out one shot, and the flash
so blind.
just keeps stuffing through the choke into the wall, and G2 just set their sights. And the op is still in Tex's hands at the back. And it rings true against Leaf. And it's just Mimi that takes the spike anywhere but here and plants 1v3 to win for G2.
Fantastic job so far. I think FlyQuest knew coming into this round that the dimensional drift would be a lot of what disrupts G2 here. You had the operator from Tex on B, so you're not really moving too much on that side. Let Tex make those calls if he needs help, and really calm, collected stuff here from Fly, being on game point for so many rounds. But G2 will have those weapons next round here. We're going to see Mimi finish this one out versus 3. And Dodo Nut will just find another Vandal headshot to make that one another round for FLYxLEV.
FLYxLEV have gone on these streaks, being able to keep
Crazy.
the op. Dodo Nut at $2,000 too. You got the Cosmic Divide. FLYxLEV, you cannot count them out. They've been underestimated criminally in this tournament. And they want to beat G2 again. FLYxLEV had a 4-round streak at the beginning of this half.
Oh, shit.
And a very nice
round, babe.
and a nice streak. Now they've built up towards 3, and it's a G2 timeout. How do they close this out?
Hey, you see, I think that says a lot. We see Sonder, you know, they were down in the beginning. We still saw those kind of after round wins. And they're down right now. Game point. Probably could be going to second map if they lost any of these, and they're still vibing. They're still having fun here. It's just one round after the other, and that's how Lev's taking it to get themselves back to this OT. But we are going big bucks on this one. There's an Odin out for FLYxLEV, and there's an operator. Always get a little worried when you see that. If you're playing against a team who kind of hits the site fast, gets into a post plant, retaking with those weapons can be a little harder if the smokes are still abundant. But hey, they're the ones playing, not me. They know what they're doing.
Everyone is having fun. I can confirm that. So your hopes are coming true. And this wouldn't be a G2 map without going to at least 20 rounds.
For sure.
So hold on tight. They're paid by the hour, I would
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Yeah. Look at that. A raze is almost about to hit 30, can they? That's the question. So that Cosmic Divide's still up. Obviously, it's going to be used this round. Tex was given that defuse in the situation that he would be closer than anyone that was alive, but they may try to focus an orb or two here to make sure that's something they can use as well. Quick spams to start it off. It's loud right away.
Paranoia from G2. Causing a bit of disruption to force FLYxLEV back.
Yeah.
And G2 are on the retreat, leaving the rest of the map open. No lurk.
This is so tough. What a consideration. They have to now consider, do we use util? Do you just repeat garage? Giving up a part of the map means you have to fully retake it. And that becomes scarier the longer you aren't there. Here, it's kind of restarting all over for G2. But that could help them, as they already used that guiding light from pretty far back to clear garage. So safe on the left side now.
I feel like Dodo Nut isn't one to walk up the same way that Trent has done on his defense. So Leaf is going to be waiting here a while as G2 it's just screaming right through mid, through the smoke. Calm is down, one set of flashes gone, one left, it's Lace. Only one guiding light. She hopes to guide everyone towards Leaf.
All the way back. All the way back.
Left.
This is a heck of a round. This is the hold shift strat. Just crazy all the way back. They made noise on the rope. Yeah, they're hitting hard here. 5 into sight. Nobody up the ramp.
Dodo Nut has a nade, tries to delay, divide, and conquer! Lace with a 2K! 12 seconds left! Will we see OT G2 3 versus 3? Up from Tex on the way. Plant will ensue. And off the Seekers, G2 came in with confidence. Now they hold ramps, they hold back screens, leave heaven open, just rely on smokes.
Ooh, they've split the op. The two Vandals head towards screens.
Cosmic Divide from
Oh my
Sonder!
God!
Trent! The ace! For the win! And it's against an Optex. Stomping around, can't get the gun up in time! It's
my
ace for G2!
Trent Hardaway, the fadeaways we just saw, the step backs.